typed means restrictions not available in data storing. But once if you define any variable or once if you declare any variable, in this variable we can store any type of data, any type of content we can store. So restrictions not available. Suppose other languages in the sense programming languages. I'm talking about the programming language. I define one variable like this, int a. But in this a, what we can store, sir? Only integer values we can store. Other than integer value, if you store anything, sir, we'll get syntax errors. 100%. Because we defined as a int. Because we defined as a int. If you store other than integer, sir, compulsory will get the syntax errors. Guarantee. Suppose a equals to some 10.56, sir. Error. A equals to 100 valid, but a equals to 10.56 is error in programming languages. Next, a equals to some RAM, sir. Error. A equals to some true, sir. Error. All these three errors. First is the only valid thing. Rest of all are the errors only in our programming languages. But comes to the JavaScript, all these four valid only. That is loosely typed. And a restriction not available. Yeah, you must store this value only. You have to store this content only. Java not restricting. Sorry, JavaScript is not restricting. So that we called as a loose. No restrictions in the data and data types. No restrictions in the data and data types. So live example this, sir. Other programming languages, these two are the valid and all these are the invalid. A color also I'm changing. But comes to the JavaScript, everything is valid only. Comes to the JavaScript, everything is valid. All are valid. There's a difference between one more difference between the programming languages and scripting languages. Programming languages, data restrictions available. Scripting languages, data restrictions not available. So for your convenience, a point also typed here. Invalid in programming languages, but valid in the JavaScript. This is another special feature of the JavaScript. And the next one is JavaScript is a single threaded programming set. So JavaScript is a single threaded programming. What is this single threaded programming means, sir? That we are able to perform only one operation at a time. We are able to perform only one operation at a time. Means already I started one logic execution. One code is executing. Parallelly, can I start the second code, sir? No, not possible. If it is possible, that called as the multi-threaded programming. But my JavaScript is single threaded. Tasks are performing one by one only. One after one. Not all at a time. Programming languages mostly, especially Java.NET, multi-threaded, pura multi-threaded. Java, one of the feature, it's a multi-threading programming. .NET, one of the feature, it's a multi-threaded programming. You can run any number of logics parallelly or simultaneously at a time. And you will get the results from all that logics also. They supported, sir. I am not supported. Why they are not supported, sir? The reason I don't know, sir. We have to contact Brandenek. So features, available features, meaning I'm explaining, that's all. So JavaScript is a completely single threaded. They can perform at a time only one operation. Multiple tasks, multiple logics at a time execution is not possible. Suppose afternoon you are going to take the lunch. The morning breakfast already completed together. Or 2-3 hours after, 3 hours after, are you going to taking lunch, right? Rice with curry. Next rice with some chutney combinations. Next rice with some curd. This generally కూరన్నం పచ్చడన్నం పెరుగన్నం. Rice curry, rice chutney, rice this one. No, somebody maybe rices, no biryanis. Biryani is not suitable for our example, sir. White rice only suitable, right? But first, what is your order? First rice with chutney, somebody. Some quantity is completed. Next, some amount of rice with curry combination. Again, some amount of rice with curd or buttermilk combination, right? The one after one you are taking, all three at a time you are taking. One after one, big plate, taking the big plate, 3 quantities of rices. One side curry mixing, one side chutney mixing, one side curd mixing. 3 quantities are available. So first bite from the curry rice, second bite from the chutney, third bite from the curd rice. Mali first bite possible? Not possible. Nobody objecting, but are you going to taking like that? That's multi-threading programming. That is multi-threading. And one side curry rice running, second side chutney rice running, third side curd rice. All 3 going to parallel like this. Multi-threading concept that only. But this ones are one after one. Single threaded concept. So while running off one logic, side by side, second logic execution is not possible. Next and the last 2 points is a simple points only, sir. It's a freeware and as well as the open source. JavaScript is the freeware. At the same time, it's a open source also. Our HTML is also freeware. HTML is also open source. We don't need to purchase any license. That is called as the freeware. No license required. Why you are not purchasing license, sir? Because I'm not installing any software. While working with HTML, CSS, are you installed any software, sir? No. JavaScript also same. No need to install any software, sir. Open your Edit Plus or open your Visual Studio or open your Notepad or open your Notepad++. Daily how you are typing the program, continue the same style. No changes. No downloads, no installations. The software installation is not available. License purchasing kyun, sir? Next, open source, sir. Means JavaScript source code also viewable. HTML source code, how we can see for other projects. Other projects related JavaScript code is also clearly visible. You are able to understand it. You can just open any of the website and observe the code. It's clearly visible. Open any of the website. See the view source. Observe here we have JavaScript. A black letters all are the JavaScript only. Coding is one of the function of the JavaScript, and this is the if condition of the JavaScript. And window.perform, something they are calling, and timer functions is a completely JavaScript. A black letters all are. The one function, see that function W, and it takes the 2 parameters A and C inside a small if condition. If null equals to C, return 1. Something code they developed here. A black letter appears all are the JavaScript only, sir. B, E, all these are the variables. Total JavaScript. This also. tags అయితే blue letters comes sir. Here script over. Closing script observed kada. Script closed here. Next CSS styles are started. I think it is a group selector na. Group selector or not? Yes, Google also using the group selector. So clearly visible, sir, JavaScript code also. You can copy that one, try to understand yourself after getting some knowledge. Now don't see, you'll get brain tumors, heart attack, sunstrokes, dengue, typhoid, etc., etc. After getting some knowledge, then try to identify that. So once again, small replay. JavaScript programs are executes very faster, and JavaScript to lightweight means we are writing the less amount of the code for solving of the programs. Reasons are, it's never expecting the detailed code from you. If you write some code, balance code, it is going to writing. Next, interoperability. JavaScript, they can work within other technologies. JavaScript, they have the capability to work within other technologies. Next, extending functionality. Extending functionality means JavaScript allows to access the other libraries also, developed by the third-party persons or third-party companies. Next, dynamic memory management, dynamic variable declaration is also dynamic. Balance, just now only now we discussed. So these are the major features of the JavaScript. Features, not advantages, not something else, just features. And next, coming to this one, sir. So JavaScript is a object-based or prototype-based programming. It's a prototype-based programming language, sir, or we can also say as a object-based programming language. No, sir, we have some object-oriented programming structure, OOPS, sir. Yes, sir, OOPS available. Java.NET, Python's always following the OOPS. In the .NET to Java, especially, OOPS, object-oriented programming structure. The way of coding in Java.NET to OOPS coding style. But comes to JavaScript, it's not OOPS, sir. It's a prototype-based programming. It's not OOPS. Means if you want to solve the problems, if you want to design any programs, we don't need any classes writing. We are not writing classes. We are directly writing the functions, if conditions, calculations, and calling, executing, that's all. Like as your Java.NET, we don't need any classes. We don't need any methods. Without those support, we can solve the problems. So I'm not completely object-oriented programming structure. I have my own style. My own style is called as the prototype based. But we don't know what is prototype, sir. Future topics will discuss that one, sir. But up to that, just remember this is which type of programming JavaScript? Prototype based programming. C is which type of programming? Any idea? C language. Function oriented programming. Or SQL is query-oriented programming. HTML is tag-oriented programming. And now this is the prototype-based programming. Every programming, one pattern they are following. A pattern we highlighted here. But just give us at least one small line about the prototypes, sir. If you are interested, I think. Original programming languages, what is the formula, sir? First create the class and then create the object. First class designing, class after object designing. But in JavaScript, throw it this class. You can directly design the object. Lightweight. Object creation, single line. Class creation, n number of lines. N number of lines code we are skipping. We are writing only single line, that is object creation line. There is so much of code reducing is available. So much of simplification is available here. So prototyping concept, we don't need to focus on classes. We are focusing only on objects and we are creating directly objects only. Class, no chance. But one small awareness point, sir. And the other subjects correct, but here is not correct. Without classes, we can't create the objects. Other languages correct, but here that formula we are not following. We're always focusing on the objects. For class, who will create it, sir? JavaScript internally creating classes. You are saying this is my object, I need these type of members. As per your members, the root map is designed by the internal translators only. So lot of reducing and indirectly auto drive mode is available in a car. I like that anamata. Just set the auto mode, you relax here like this. Simple pattern. Because see that one, sir. OB means object. Generally, everybody knows that one. But actually, OB means OB only, not objective. That really. I just name OB and then. OB equals to my object ready. You can directly access OB.A and OB.B. Over just a single line. The same object if I want to create in programming languages, sir. So first public class test, inside that integer A, integer B, and initializing of that variables one constructor. After that class close, then object creation it will comes. See, sounding maybe all are unable to receive. Public class some test. Inside that, sir, capital letters or small letters, so forget it, sir, because the MS word together, they're automatically changing into capitals. So inside this, sir, integer A, comma, integer B. And after that, sir, once again, one constructor. Public test. Constructor inside, sir. A equals to 10 and B equals to 20. A equals to 10, B equals to 20. Then constructor close, class close. After that, object creation. Test OB equals to new followed by test. The programming languages coding style, sir. How many lines? A last line object. For writing of this last line, before that you have to write this total code. But in my JavaScript, I'm writing directly single line. If this single line is equivalent to these 8 lines of code, sir. That only is the single line in JavaScript. This is JavaScript and this is Java. Difference. This is JavaScript coding and this is Java coding. But in JavaScript, if you write one line, that is equivalent to in Java or a .NET or programming language, minimum 8 to 10 lines equal and matter. But lightweight meaning is got it less code. Result to more. No, Java students are correct in my program. And I know little bit Java only. If any mistakes available, please excuse me. Capital letters or small letters are the MS Word problems, sir. Now total code is visible. This all the lines is equivalent to this single line. So the class oriented, real object oriented programming structure, But I am not following like that. So I have my own style that is called as the prototype. You can directly create the objects without creating the classes. But class who will create it, sir? At the time of this program translation, JavaScript translators creates the missing code. But that only the auto drive mode, if you activated, who drives the car, sir? Machine drives the car. Sensors drives the car, not human being. More information we'll discuss in the original topic, sir. Just a point meaning only given. And the next point, actually JavaScript is a client-side scripting, sir. Like as HTML and CSS, JavaScript is also client-side technology. Because JavaScript programs executed in our machine inside our browser only, not in the servers. Whenever the program executed in the browser, output also displaying in the browser only. Same HTML style. HTML code is coming to client machine, running inside the browser, displaying the output in the browser. Like that, JavaScript source code also comes to the client machine, executed by the browser and displaying outputs inside the browser only. So that is called as the client-side technology. But in some special scenarios, JavaScript, they can work like as a server side also. But supporting required, sir. If I'm working alone, sir, I can do only client operations. If anybody giving the support, I can make server operations also. But support required by the any other technology. Who is that other technology, sir? Node.js. Node.js is a server-side framework, sir. Node.js is a server-side framework. UI technology is part of it. Equivalence to, sir, equivalence to Java.NET. In our advanced Java, what you are doing, in Node.js, we can do the same thing and more than that also. In ASP.NET, what are the operations you can perform? That all things we can do with Node.js. In PHP, what we can do, that all operations we can do in the Node.js. But already available PHP, Java, why this one, sir? Different companies, sir. Already Samsung available. Why again MI came into market? Already MI came available now. Why Realme came into market? Already these all are available. Then nothing plus something phone is released again. But why, sir? Everybody, they want to capture their level of business. That's all. Again, you already released any phone. I'm going to sitting like this. No, I want to get my own business also. So I'm going to launching my own models also. Advanced Java, Node.js, ASP.NET, PHP, Python's Django, Flask. And these all are same activities only. Advanced Java from Java, ASP.NET from .NET, PHP, Django, Flask from Python, and this one. All are same, but developed by different persons, released by the different companies only. So, and Node.js is a server-side operation. In Node.js inside what we have, sir, and JS required. The framework compulsory, they need one program, one language support or one programming language support. So Node.js using JavaScript as their language, their programming language. But whenever the Node.js is working, internal JavaScript is also working. Node.js is basically server side. So Node.js programs always runs in the server. And JavaScript also managed by the Node.js. JavaScript also managed by the Node.js. So if JavaScript works individually or it is performing operations alone, then it is a purely client side. If JavaScript is combined with any of the frameworks or server side operations, then they can also be used like as a server side. The combination is compulsory. But anybody, they asked the question, what we have to answer, sir? Clear answer. Originally JavaScript client side, but they have the capability to work in server side also. Very clear answer. But a simple example, sir, how the both functioning it is performing, sir. You all are IT students, sir. You all are CSC students, sir. You all are MCS students, sir. You all are BCS students, sir. No. But what you are trying to do? Getting the IT job. Mar kya karenge? Same hai. Your core subject is different. You are getting job is different. Non-IT. But trying to get IT job. Common hai. We can do this one and we can do this one. That is the point I'm highlighting. And if somebody is seeing my face, sir, you are also non-IT, sir, and he'll just somebody. Huh? Yes, I am also non-IT, but teaching IT subjects. So your fate, what to do? So ఇక్కడ majority of the peoples, as per my expectation, అయితే 60%, more than 60% non-IT candidates. 40% most probably IT and CSC, MCA, BCA, MSc computers like this. But computers touching candidates. 60% non-IT, including your faculty also. But what is our aim, sir? Trying to get the IT job. Once if you got the success IT job getting, sir, now you can do IT concept. You can also do core concept also, kada? Your core branch is something available that we are able to do. At the same time, we are able to do the ITs. Yes, I am doing that one only. I am teaching the computer subjects. At the same time, I can design buildings also. I can design bridges also. I'm helping to some of my also. That is my original subject. And this is my second subject. But situations demanding, we change it to this one. You are which branch? Huh? IT candidate. You are which branch? You are Triple E. SAR available here. Triple E. So Triple E candidate is trying to get the IT job. Yes, he got job in TCS or Infosys. Now from that day onwards, he is able to do the IT job. But what is actual knowledge? Triple E. They can do some electrical operations or not? Yes, they learn already 4 years or 6 years. అంటే బీటెక్ అయితే 4 years, పాలిటెక్నిక్ అయితే 6 years. We can manage both. But IT candidates problem what na? They can do only one job. Second choice not available. But we have 2 chances. If we got success, we'll continue here. By chance we are not getting success here, sir, we'll go for our core. Our actual branch will continue. Benefits, we have more non-IT candidates. So this is core, actual concept. The original branch, what they studied is client side, but they can also try work as a server side. The 2 streams the JavaScript can play. Next one, this point hold on. Points shifting to top. And see the next point. JavaScript is a case-sensitive programming, sir. Remember this point carefully. Because previously, both concepts are case insensitive, means case non-sensitive. So JavaScript is a case sensitive. You must follow the case restrictions compulsory. But capital letters, small letters, so we have to follow very carefully. Cases not followed properly, sir, we will get errors. JavaScript is showing errors also, sir, first time in our class. HTML, CSS, no case restrictions. HTML, CSS, no errors. But JavaScript case restriction available plus errors also comes. Spelling not correct, sir, error. Capital letters not designed properly, sir, error. Semicolons missing, sir, error. Quotations missing, sir, error. Opening, closing not proper, sir, errors. Small mistakes also it is showing the error. Why, sir? HTML Mother Teresa, sir, this is on Poland Devi, sir. HTML CSS Mother Teresa style. This is our Poland Devi style. If any mistake happens, sir, not able to control on matter. Nona Poland Devi movie also did in Bollywood. Oh. Evenings check in YouTube. Bollywood is one of the big super hit. I don't know that one, but one of award-winning movie. Wow. Lady Naxalite anukunta, I think, terrorist, their biography, that one. So case sensitive, compulsory to follow. Or how to write it, sir? Capital letters, sir, small letters, sir. It is sometimes capital letters, sometimes small letters, sir. It is some areas small letters comes, some areas capital letters are comes. But we don't know how to write the capitals and small, sir. And in programming, we are discussing that one, sir. Next, this point we already discussed. We don't need to install any software. And comes to the last point. JavaScript is a interpreter-based programming. I hope you know all of you what is interpreter. Because starting days we already discussed what is compiler, what is interpreter. Remember together, long back. So interpreter, line by line or all at a time? Translating the line by line and executing also line by line. Interpreter related some small information I'm going to providing, sir. But where is the JavaScript interpreter, sir? Where is the HTML interpreter? Where is the CSS interpreter, sir? And all these three interpreters are the part of the browsers only. I hope this point also we discussed that one. When you are installing the browser only not installing HTML library, CSS library, JavaScript library, plus HTML translator, CSS translator, and JavaScript translator. 6 components comes along with your browser. Otherwise, how the browser knows, sir? H1 tag available or not? A doubt. H1 tag available. H1 tag should be print the data with big size. And how browser knows? Are you installed any HTML software? No. Other languages and JDK software you are installing. Oracle software you are installing. Turbo C software you are installing. Compiler searching inside the softwares. But here we are not installed any software. Or how browser knows H1 tag is there or not? Border attribute is there or not? And it is searching somewhere or not? Somewhere where, sir? Browser inside library. So every browser installation, browser plus 6 items. 1 plus 6. Buy 1, get 6 free. Browser main software. Along with the browser, 3 libraries. Along with the browser, 3 translators. And HTML library, CSS library, JavaScript library. Library ante the predefined things, sir. Library is nothing but an predefined classes, predefined tags, predefined attributes, predefined functions. Other languages are the predefined header files, predefined packages, predefined queries. These all are called as the libraries. What we are getting along with the software, that is all called as libraries only. So every browser inside, libraries are available. This is browser software, sir. Any browser, Google Chrome, Edge browser, Firefox browser, whatever it may be. So here we have the HTML library. Here we have the CSS library. And here we have the JavaScript library. Compulsory. Otherwise, how the browser knows this is the syntax correct or not? Small common sense point. When if you install any of this software, it's checking in that software, sir. But you are never installed any software. There is CSS library, a JavaScript library, as well as 3 more circles. So this is a HTML translator, interpreter. This is CSS interpreter, and this is the JavaScript interpreters. This is HI, means HTML interpreter. And this is CI, and this is the JI. This is, so a browser is a family pack. Inside that, we have 3 libraries minimum and 3 interpreters. And we are not touching about other subjects, sir. So I am explaining about my subjects only. And XML available, Bootstrap available, something available, sir. That is not our content, I am not touching that points. So my subject's point of view, I'm giving this information. But now, for every type of coding, we have a separate interpreter. Why, sir, every subject separate translator, interpreter using, sir? A common thing, sir. HTML developed by Brandon Eka. JavaScript is developed by Tim Berners-Lee. No, kada, two subjects developed by two different persons. Whenever they're designing their own software, their own translator also designing. Again, others translator they're never going to using. Reason, one translator understanding the other language instructions is not possible. Reasons are language to language syntactical differences available. Language to language rules and regulations changing. About the same translator, how manage the both? HTML translator, they knows tags meaning. HTML language, they knows the for loop meaning. Tags, attributes, and they knows. Go to the HTML translator, run the for loop. The reaction. They don't know what is for loop. Go to the JavaScript translator, sir. Ask, display the heading. The answer. Because those are the translator, they knows only one language instruction only. But now this translator related small information, see here, sir. HTML code we designed in the high level that should be converted into mission code, nothing but an binary format. Who, sir? One translator. What is the name of the translator, sir? Generally, HTML parser. Parser, converter. What it is converting? High level to mission code. Which code is converting, sir? HTML code converting. So I called as a HTML parser. Next, the CSS parser available for code translation, and JavaScript parser also available for code translation. So these are the parsers. They're parsing, means they're translating the code from one format to another format. After translation, what to do, sir? Translation success. And next task. Translation success, code translation. What is the next task? Execution. First translation, sir, then execution. Huh? Why somebody only voice is coming? So many times we discussed this point in my subject, in your other subjects also. Still doubt. So first code typing and designing. Next code translation. Next code execution. And last phase output of the code. Designing, translation, execution, and output. And why maybe you are not answering means somebody's point of view, translation means execution. They're feeling at 100% wrong. Translation different, execution different. First translation phase and after that execution phase. In any subject, sir, not only JavaScript. C also first translation, then execution. Java also first translation and then execution. Translation means human beings code converted into mission understandable format. That's all. Next, sir, mission should pick the code one by one line and run it and show the output. So translations different, execution different. And if you need more clarity, sir, some subjects translation execution performed by the same compiler, same interpreter. But some subjects translation performed by the one translator, executions are performed by the another translator also. Two persons participating. One person responsibility conversion of the code, one translator responsibility execution of the code. Is there any subject, sir? Our subject JavaScript. Bottom heading is visible, observed. Every browser they have own JavaScript engine. Engine responsibility running of your code. Engine is going to executing your code. Okay, leave my subject. You already knows maximum Java knowledge together. Java also translation different, execution different together. Translation done by the one translator, execution done by the another translator. Your .java file converted into .class file, bytecode by one translator. A bytecode instructions executing and producing output by the another translator. Both are not same. Doubt available, check your Java. .NET also same. My JavaScript is also same. Almost high level subjects all are following the 2.2. The low standards, the old languages are following the 1.1 only. See only 1A. Program translated by compiler, program executed by the compiler only. So in my JavaScript, high-level code converted into machine understandable format by the parser. That code is picking step by step, and processing, producing the result by the JavaScript execution engines. Engines names also I'm listing for you, sir, because those are the interview questions. Engines generally asking in our interviews. Which browser, which engine is using? There are mostly regular, most famous browsers I listed here. V8. What is this, sir? One of the engine name. Not version, sir. Engine name V8. How it is possible, sir? Here, nothing else here. Your bike's engine names available. Kada? Bike name different, engine name different. Your cars also. Car name is different, engine name is different. Car names are so many available, but 2-3 company cars using the same engine. Example, Ford. Ford company available. A Ford car engine is available. Na? The same engine also used by another 2 companies also. Really fact, sir. So brand name Maruti, but all components are not from the Maruti. Same on mobile style. Vivo, processor Snapdragon, screen something, camera Sony, mixing composite. Cars, bikes also same. Tires Maruti tires, sir. No, Royal Enfield. Tire also Royal Enfield. No, MRFO, C8, Apollo, no, JK tires or something that one. Like that, bikes also, engines available. Especially DTSI. You know the name? Anybody your bike DTSI? Pulsar. What is Pulsar? Model name. But DTSI? Engine name. So, every bike moving one engine required, engine's names also available. Somebody highlighting that name, so somebody not highlighting that name. Bajaj aithe clearly writing also, this is the engine I'm using, and clearly printing the sticker also, that one. So like that, our JavaScript execution, browsers are using the different engines. Engine names I mentioned here. So Chrome browser using the V8 engine, but the same V8 engine is also used by the Opera browser. Same engine also used by the Opera browser. And how it is possible, sir? Just now I said the example. One engine designed by the one company, but also used by the another companies. Spider Monkey used by the Firefox. Chakra used by the IE. And now in the next batch onwards, I have to remove this line. From next batch onwards. Reasons are, I stopped together Microsoft. Microsoft stopped the Internet Explorer for their services and supporting. So in next batch, I have to remove this line on model. Next, Safari browser using the Squirrelfish. And of course, sometimes they're also using the JavaScript core engine also. And Edge browser also using the V8 engines. So these all engines are executing your code and producing the outputs. Before execution, translation required. These are the translators. So translation, execution. Abu, Devada. Sir Arnold. So this is the introduction and the basic information about the JavaScript, sir. History to execution order I covered here. So history of the JavaScript and why the name is comes JavaScript, differences between the ECMAScript and the JavaScript, and features of the JavaScript, and some of the guidelines to work with the JavaScript. Next, But already HTML available, CSS available. So why we should go for JavaScript, sir? It is somebody's doubt, anamata. We are designing the web pages in HTML. We are applying the markups in CSS. Already page design with attractive mode. Because still why we need this JavaScript, sir? Yes, coming to that only, sir. I created 2 text boxes in HTML. Text boxes. You know, I think text boxes. Which tag we have to use? For creating of text boxes, what is the tag? Girl side, no sound. Say once again. फिर से बोलो. Sound not good. All of you say once at a time. Abba. Babu, could you give the carton here? Blood coming from here. I want to clean it. Carton, please. Huh? Breakfast? No, na. Huh? It's already 10 kada. Input tag we are using, sir. See that one. This is first text box and this is the second text box. And here we have one button also, sir. This is button. Button captions are add, addition. But user typing the data in text boxes. Here one value they are entering, here one value they are entering. But colorful boxes you can create in with the combination of HTML and CSS. But after entering the data, how can I add these 2 values? Is there any HTML tag? Finding the sum of 2 numbers? Is there any HTML tag to find the subtraction of 2 numbers? Is there any CSS property? No. But what we need is coding support required. Designing done, coding required. That coding is supported by the JavaScript. So if you design the web page any much effectively, but finally logical things should supported by the JavaScript. You want to do any calculations, you want to check the data properly available or not, cross-checking of the data. You want to perform any logical operations, JavaScript support compulsory required. Without JavaScript support, HTML can't do anything and CSS also can't do anything, especially logics. Logics and coding. HTML also coding only, sir. The HTML, I never used the coding word. I used always designing. Designing, we are designing the web page. We are designing the CSS styles. We are applying the CSS styles. The difference between the designing and coding as well as the HTML and JavaScript. So we can use HTML, CSS, sir, for page designing operations, and background coding is required. You must require the JavaScript. But I clearly highlighted also the words. Why we need the JavaScript, sir, and a yellow color sentence is the answer. But a question available, sir, clearly. So why we are using JavaScript? HTML, CSS, they're supposed to design the code, but it is not supported to perform logical operations. What are that logical operations are? Calculations, HTML, CSS, not supporting. Decision making, no. Repetitive task, no. Dynamical displaying the output, no. Taking the input from the user, producing the outputs, no. And updating the content of the web page, no. These are all the things missing in HTML and CSS. But web page, those also required, sir. Then take the support of JavaScript. So now 3 subjects clear, sir. HTML providing the content, CSS providing the makeover operation, JavaScript providing the coding support. One content structure preparation, one makeover effective designing, one coding support. Combine all the things, then effective page and complete page designing is possible. A complete front end is comes. Next, this is the advantage of the JavaScript. What we explained previously is the features of the JavaScript. Features different, advantages different, sir. Kindly note this point, Your Honor. Features of the language or subject is different. Advantage of the subjects are different. Both are not same. How can say, sir? But mobile, sir, Vivo company, Dabba company, suppose. What are the features of this model, sir, especially? Camera feature available, processor, RAM, like this. These are the features. Camera, sir, naake teliyadu. 54 అనుకుంటా, I think 54 or 52. 60, 64. Okay, 64 megapixel camera అంటే back, front 32 something available. Camera special. And 1, 2, 3 camera, 3 cameras are available. Nowadays, number of cameras important kada. One of the features are triple camera, 64 megapixels. Next one, sir, is Snapdragon processor. 800 series Snapdragon processor. Next screens are 6.8 inches screen. Next screens are Gorilla Glass. These features. What is advantage of this one? For a communication. Making calls, receiving calls, browsing, chatting, gaming, etc. etc. But features, advantages both same. Making calls of the mobile, the feature. The purpose of the mobile, making calls. 60 megapixel, 100 megapixels, that is not purpose. Additional feature of the mobile. So like that in subjects also we have the features, advantages. Features 8 already I covered in the top of that one. And now this is advantage. Next one. Okay, these advantages, okay, sir. Which scenarios we are using JavaScript, sir? The purpose of JavaScript over. Now I want to convey the message. What are the application areas of the JavaScript? What are the application areas of the JavaScript? What is meaning of that, sir? If 64 megapixel triple camera available, compulsory some features available. A features, which scenario we have to use, we should know, sir. Without knowing the feature, if you take the snap, sir, it looks like as a normal 8 megapixel. Megapixels, they are increasing and compulsory some special features is given along with your lens. Features available in our settings. Settings we have to utilize for the better photography. Then value worthful. Otherwise, sir, 64 megapixel, 8 megapixel, both are same. Correct? So I want to say the application areas. This scenario JavaScript required. This scenario JavaScript required. This situation JavaScript is required. That 5 to 6 points I'm listing here, sir. So there are so many web applications running on the web that are using JavaScript. Google, we already just checked a half an hour back. Google source code JavaScript is available. So Google, Facebook, Twitter, Amazon, LinkedIn, Twitter, whatever it may be. Simple points are 94% of the websites running on the JavaScript, sir. Out of every 100 websites, 94 websites running on the JavaScript. I reset Google analysis report also, that one. 94.6% of websites purely using the JavaScript. That much of most popular and demanded in web technologies programming. It is single line, sir. It is used to interactive websites. Interactive websites meanings I'm going to explaining here. 6 points available total. How can I understand these 6 points, sir? These 6 scenarios we need the JavaScript to support. In that 6 scenarios, we need the JavaScript support. That is meaning. But not 6, sir, 60 available. But primary situations I mentioned and last etc. word also available. Observe that one. Last line we have etc. The first scenario and the first situation, client-side verifications and validations. I want to perform the data verification and data validations in my client machine, sir. JavaScript is mostly used. JavaScript only, sir. That is somebody they are using Java, sir. Are they not right things, sir? And as per my observations of the previous so many batches, the client side validations, verifications also. .NET you are writing somebody in Java we are writing advanced Java servlet or something. That's a very, very, very bad thing. Reason, servlet server side. It is available in server. Data you have to verify in client. But server side program coming to client side, verifying the data and after that going to server. Is it better? Or the JavaScript available in client side, it is verifying in the client side, producing the results in client side only. It is better. First one better, second one better. Second one better. Because that program coming to here, checking my data and going to their side. Kyun? Here locally already JavaScript is there. Utilize the JavaScript. You will get the faster response also. Because data available in client browser. JavaScript also available in client machine, executing in client machine. This is quick process. But servlet, ASP.NET, PHP available in servers. Because those all are server side technologies. But your data, if you want to verify itself, that person should come to here for the time taken process. After checking out the data, again this program should go back to server. This up and down journey extra time, sir. And within 1 second task, you are spending the 3 seconds of tasks. So that is not right thing. Programs working, sir, working, but the background activity you don't know, I find that is impacted to the performances also. So client side activities don't perform in the server side. Client side server is doing, server side server is doing. But why client side technology, sir? Then goes, everybody they have to do their duties. That's all. Don't interfere in the others. You did like that the coder at the wrong way of the coding. So my suggestion is that don't follow that one. Verifications, validations. What we are verifying, sir? Data. What is meaning of verification and validation, sir? Checking the data given by the user. Users are entering some values, kada? First name, last name, contact number, OTP, verification code, password, email address, PIN code, something. That all the things properly user given an ATA, we have to check it. For that JavaScript is one of the main purpose of the JavaScript, sir. One of the main purpose of the JavaScript. Next, designing the drop-down menus. We know already drop-down control designed in the HTML. By using which tag? Drop-down control. Huh? Correct? Say are select and option tags. Select tag is the main tag, option tag is the sub tag. By using this, we can create the drop-down menus. Drop-down control. Like alternative name, I said that combo box. At the static mode, sir. Means once if you add the items, sir, fixed items. Example, what we design, online training, offline training, internship, and first combo box. Second combo box, same C language, C++ language, select the course. Already I added 15 courses, sir. You fixed it. You can't change that one. If you make any changes in this courses list, open the source code of the HTML and make the changes. But these items I want to change dynamically, sir, without touching the HTML code, source code, sir. JavaScript supporting that one. Example, sir. That day what example we discussed, same example, sir. 3 combo boxes opposite available. First one name of country. Second one name of state. Third one name of district. But now I selected India. Second box is states. Our India states displaying, Afghanistan states displaying. India state. Next I selected Telangana state. Third box, Telangana 33 or 36? 36. 36 districts displaying or Andhra 23 districts displaying? Telangana selected second box. Telangana. Again in the second box, if I change Andhra, Andhra districts displaying. In the second box, if I select Maharashtra, and if changes happening or not, are always showing the same districts. Changes happening. Which state you selected based on the state? Here the list of districts are changing. Why, sir? The user comfortability. Otherwise, what to do, sir? How many districts available in India? That all we have to list in the third one. In India, we have 640 districts more than. But 640 list, if you type it in that one, user, 646 districts user doesn't require. Their state related districts only required. Why other states districts you are showing? Unnecessary thing. So whenever they choose the state, a state corresponding districts only you have to display. That is called as the dynamic designing operations of the drop-down boxes. For that coding compulsory, sir. Next, working with the date and the time. If you want to work with the date and time, if you want to display the date and time on the screen, compulsory we need the JavaScript operations. Sir, in HTML also we worked with date and time, sir. Again, JavaScript, why, sir? No. HTML we are not worked with date and time. We are just asking the user enter your date of birth, enter your time. That's all. We are never displayed the date and time on the web page, and the date and time is never updated automatically also. We are taking as an input value from the user, input to type equals to date. That's all. They never showing the date. User, they have to type. But on the my top of the web page, a left side corner or right side corner or today's date and time, I want to print it, sir. Some websites printing observed. Top of left gani, top right corner gani, date and time displaying some websites. Not observed. Net banking epudu valleda? Net banking use cheyaleda? Okay. Banking websites అయితే guarantee displaying, sir. 100%. Every net banking website, once if you log in successfully, either left side or right side or hi Shivakumar, and this is your today's login date and time and clearly displaying. And some of regular websites also displaying, sir. Social media websites అయితే not displaying, sir. Other websites. Professional websites, so companies related websites are displaying. So JavaScript is required to work with date and times or to work with the timers. Some websites are timers printing other. Timers printing other some websites. This also not observed. Timer, time different to timer different. You started the booking in Book My Show, sir. Timer is there or no? You started the booking in IRCTC train. Timer is there or not? I think IRCTC timer displaying. Book My Show, I think at bottom displaying clearly time. You have to finish the booking within the 6 minutes. Red Bus also displaying. Avi Bus also displaying. But once if you start the booking process, you must be finished within the certain time. A timer countdown started. 6 minutes is slowly reducing to 4 minutes, 5 minutes, seconds by seconds, checking. But daily we are accessing internet, sir. What we are observing? Online shopping. Timer displaying. Very good. Mana Flipkart, Amazon, deals available. Deals right side. Time running out together 24 hours, 12 hours, 6 hours. Displaying deals opposite. Like that, lot of cases are timers available, date and time. That is JavaScript coding. Next, taking input from the user and displaying the outputs to user, sir. Mana calculations, unit converters, so simple loans calculations, so interest calculations, so normal, whatever it may be, calculations related part. Like as your regular programming languages. When you run the program, user entering some input, you are running some logic and displaying the outputs. Same we can do in JavaScript also. Take the values from user. A user enter X value, enter Y value. Show the X is bigger, Y is bigger. Sum of X plus Y, subtraction of X plus Y. Your C, Java, .NET, what are the regular programs you are solving? That everything JavaScript supported. Plus all these are the extra. All these are extra. And this is equivalent to your C language, a single point. Next, JavaScript also used in another scenario for creating of the pop-up windows and dialog boxes. Like a Windows operating system, everything is opens inside the window, right? Then only you are calling as a window. A Windows 3 sizes available. Windows 3 sizes available. Observed? One full screen like this. One half screen comes. One more like this small box is comes like as one duster remote. Small box. If full screen is called as the window. This duster size, remote size is called as the dialog boxes. Small box, dialog, okay, cancel, some buttons are comes. Second one, medium size, and a half of the screen. Example, me properties box. File properties you check together sometimes. One image, one directory, one file available. Right click, properties. What happens? One gray color box is opens. Full screen, small screen, not full screen and not small screen. Medium size. Almost mana mobile size, could be bigger than the mobile size. Otherwise equivalent to geometry box size. A geometry box size windows are called as the pop-up windows. Mana duster and not duster cars are online students. Mana board duster and model. Whiteboard duster or our TV remotes size opening. Here I'll show that one. See, this is what I'm saying. It is also window only. Which windows are? Dialog box. Window dialog box, this one. But what you are watching, this is full screen. This is window, regular window. And go to paragraph settings. In the dialog box. Pop-up window. Sorry. This is pop-up window. Backside what you are watching is the full window. And here what we have the small screen that is called as the dialog box. So in Windows OS we have the three types of screens. But a full window browser. A full window is browser. The browser inside a medium size is small size screens also I want to design itself. Then JavaScript we are using. Pop-up windows and dialog boxes. We don't need to write the codes, sir. Predefined functions available. Functionality supporting is there. You just make a call to function. It's creating the window. Internal content only we are placing. A messages of buttons available that we are adding. Window designed by the JavaScript itself only. No need to worry about that. The last one, manipulating of the HTML pages, sir. That last point is called as the actually DOM. The last point is called as the actually DOM operations. And a web page already designed with some content, with some images, something. Based on the user activities, so we want to do some modifications in this page. Already designed web page, based on the user activities, we want to modify it. Possible, sir? 100% possible. JavaScript supporting. Page already developed, sir. Already developed page you are modifying and that is called as the alterations or remodeling. The house are already constructed. Can you change it or not? So many years back it's constructed. But this shape I don't like now. Can I change it or not, sir? Yes, it's called as remodeling. Or you purchased a new pair of the dress, ready-made dress, t-shirt and fan. Fan becomes more lengthy, sir. What you are doing? Cutting the edge. Go into the nearest local tailoring shop. Buy edges the size. Generally, our branded companies' fans comes with the same length. But somebody 4.5 feet available height, somebody 6 feet available. 4.5, 5 feet, same length they comes. But 6 feet to 5 feet adjusting. But 4.5 feet person what? One option of folding. How much folding? This much folding required. Correct? If you fold it, sir, this much size comes and bottom also. 1 or 2 foldings ante okay. More foldings ante odd look is comes. Better cut it. It's called as existing jeans pant. We are going to resizing as per our body height. Somebody this also adjusting because ready-made sizes they are not comfortable for our body shape. But the little bit sizes adjustment required, especially length of the trousers. You are now did alteration. Huh? I only doing yes, sir. You are marrying with me can't అవసరం లేదా నువ్వు So existing page in any minute, in any second, we can modify. For that, JavaScript providing the special functionality. The functionality is called as the DOM, Document Object Model. This is the second. The first one, no, last one, no, main points of the JavaScript, sir. Primaries. Balance all are the second options. So what is all this, sir? The situations where we need the JavaScript. The situations where we need the support of JavaScript. You are facing any of these situations, sir, blindly take the support of JavaScript. This is the introduction part of the JavaScript, sir. Next and last, we are going to starting the JavaScript programming, sir. Before going to programming, once again, or 2 points repeating, we don't need to install any software. No need of the installations. So no need to install any software. This is one point. Second point, or what is the working style, etc., sir? Same as to your last 1 month. Last 1 month onwards, what we are doing, follow the same procedure. No changes. 1% also no changes. Take the file menu, new, HTML or JavaScript? Yeah. Just now, Gada said we know no changes and JavaScript how it will come, sir. Huh? File menu, new, HTML, not JavaScript. JavaScript we are selecting and a procedure changed, sir. But 2 minutes back, what I said? Last 1 month onwards, what you are doing, continue the same I said. Last 1 month onwards, JavaScript you are taking. Okay. File menu, new, HTML. HTML code is comes. Interested, continue that outline of the HTML. Not interested, remove the code, directly write the JavaScript. HTML tags continuing, deleting purely your interest. No objections. But JavaScript tag is the compulsory required for us. Next, typing completed. Next, sir, saving. How? .html, not .javascript. But I developed JavaScript program, sir. You developed JavaScript program, but you must save with .html only. Saving also done. Next, sir, open browser. Type the address. Whose address? HTML file address only. But you will get the JavaScript output. You are typing HTML program address only, but we will get the JavaScript output. So there is no difference in the procedure. Subject in new subjects, sir. Of course, sir, but we are still in the front-end operations only. Continue the same activities. No special installation of the softwares, no special typing procedure, no special execution procedures. Right? So everybody, sir, who are working with Edit Plus, who are working with Notepad++, who are working with Visual Studio, all are follow the same procedures. No changes. No, sir, we are the Java students. We are practicing programs in Eclipse editor, sir. Even if you use Eclipse editor, NetBeans editor, also same procedure. No changes. Editor, whatever it may be, code always the same as that. Based on editor, code never going to changing. Reasons are, editor is a just platform to type the program, but coding instructions coming from the inventor of the language. You don't have any right to change that coding instructions basically. So editor anything, same coding, same rules and regulations, same steps. Next one. So where we can implement this JavaScript, sir? JavaScript we can implement in 3 areas. Where we can implement the CSS? 3SS implementation areas, 3SS writing areas, 3 areas. Names, inline, internal, external. Same 3 places we are writing JavaScript. Previously, we developed the CSS in inline mode. I hope you remember that. What is inline and don't ask it. And after that, we implemented the CSS in internal. Lot of programs internal we practiced. Some programs external practiced also. Not 1 or 2 times, are so many examples. So JavaScript also writing in the same 3 places. Inline scripting, internal scripting, external scripting. Inline scripting, internal scripting, external scripting. 3 scripts. Limitations we'll see later, sir. But subject to introduction time, drawbacks explaining not correct. Limitations is nothing but some drawbacks of the subject. I'll explain it, but after some time. And the first day, we just highlighted JavaScript up to now. About JavaScript stopper, JavaScript bumper, JavaScript silencer, JavaScript accelerator. If you said the drawbacks, sir, these all are... every subject drawbacks compulsory, sir. We don't have any subject in our IT industry without the drawbacks. There is no subject. A non-supporting feature or it's not functioning properly or the subject not suitable some type of programming, whatever it may be. One small drawback at the confirm. Simple point, sir. The so-and-so subject, there is no drawbacks, sir. Right? 100% all features only, sir. In the next subject invention possible, general I am asking. Because you have already 100% your requirement. Why you are thinking about the next subject? Why, sir? But right now you are using one mobile. When you are thinking about purchasing new mobile, you have full cash. One reason, leave it. That is not suitable to us. Second reason, when you have the problems with this mobile, or this mobile is not fulfilling your requirements, then you are trying to go for next level. This mobile is fulfilling all your requirements, functioning perfectly. Still, why you are purchasing new mobile? You have full money on sound party and meaning. That's the reason. You are not accepting also. That is the original reason, sir. Because somebody acceptance. So, JavaScript, HTML or CSS. Drawbacks compulsory. Guarantee minimum 1 point is available. But drawbacks right now I am not going to highlighting. After some situations, sometime we'll discuss about that one. And these are the implementation areas of the scripting. So we can implement the script in inline operation, we can implement the script in internal operation, and we can implement the script in external operations also. Inline, internal, external. A word's meaning, remember, sir? Inline, internal, and external. The meanings, remember? Inline means the tag and the code both are comes in the same line. Internal means tags in one place, coding in the another place. But same program or different programs? Same program. And external means tags in one program, coding is in the another program. 2 separate programs. These 2 separate programs linking is also generally required. Okay. We'll start the programming in tomorrow's session. Thank you all.